Yeah, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll just be going through like a round 2 review, a round 3 preview, just a couple other stuff. So first of all, I'll look at the teams and see how that may impact it. So for the Bombers, Elijah Sardis out, so he would have been in a lot of teams. I think he is only out for the 2 weeks. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks back, round 5. Yep, 2 weeks. So I think you can keep him, unless you need to go him to a Lindsay or a Ashcroft or a Nod. We'll talk about that later. But Tom Cochrane, see how he goes, could potentially be an option. He is named on the field, Tom Cochrane looks like, or is he sub? Might be sub. Lucas Camparelli's out, so he got omitted, I believe. Saw on my phone. That is, I had him in my team. Looked like he was going well. I didn't think he was going that bad, but they've made the call, got rid of him, so I won't be trading him this week. I got other things to do, but hopefully we can get Break back in the lineup, make some cash. If not, I'll trade him somewhat down the line. Nothing too much. Sanders' name on the bench. Bevo would be an idiot to give him the sub vest, but no, Bevo, anything can happen. Melbourne 5 in, so Johnson, Langford's back in, Jefferson, Spargo, Warding. Nothing that really affects Supercoach players. So Henderson named at half forward, Lindsay on the wing role. Been playing pretty good. Sam Flanders in. Nothing really there either. Toby Travaglia is in. Debut. Tom Lynch back in. So Hugo Garcia and Maxwell on the bench. I think Hugo Garcia is a must trade. I have him in my team. We'll be trading him, but we'll see if he does anything. Anyway, might still do something. Trainer name on the bench. Hopefully he doesn't get the sub. He might. I reckon they might give it a Sunsy. See how that goes. Layla named in the forward pocket. Luke Bruce in for Connor McDonald. So, yep, just as we thought, James Leake's out. Think a lot of people saw that was coming, him being out. Stringer's back, Hogan's back, Briggs back. Nothing for Supercoach, but that looks like a pretty scary team. This should be a great game. Will Day's named full pocket. Probably will cop a Toby Bedford tag. See how that goes. Callahan named the wing. Could be pushed out for more Bedford in there. We'll see how that goes. Charlie Cameron Cullen back. Bailey Smith back in, so that's good. Tom Stewart is still out, but Bailey Smith back in's a big in. Both Ashcroft's name on the bench. You'd think Reville would be the sub there. Looking at that bench. And Bailey Smith name on the wing. O'Sullivan's Stewart's been named in. So obviously he's alright to go. So role stays the same for O'Sullivan. Ted Close, named on the bench again. Mitch Nevitt. Jack Bowes. And these are the extended bench games. So I think the Crows would keep the same lineup. Pete Lang's name in the middle. I'm going off him this week. I'll talk about why, but he was a very disappointing pick. No one really for North Melbourne we got to worry about. She's all named at half forward. And lastly, Eagles versus Fremantle. So Matt Flynn, Bo Allen in. Whether Flynn plays, I don't know. Dudley's in for his debut as well. I think he's on the extended bench. I'll look at these extended benches. So yeah, Matt Flynn's named on the extended bench. They got Archer Reid at half forward. So it's a matter whether he plays or not. I doubt he will. I'll show you my trade plans, but believe it or not, he's staying in my trade plans. I'll talk about that after, but yeah, Hewitt's on the bench, and no one really super coach wise for Freo. Where's Nod named? He's named on the wing. Of Ramus stays in the team at half forward. Oh, and then Collingwood sitting at the bye. Okay, so we're gonna go through so there's the trades. We're gonna go through a little last round team reveal and everything that's happened. So you can see I've using the boost this week. I've enabled the boost. Talk about that, but we'll go through last round first. So Sheasel didn't look terrible. How many touches did he get on in the end? So Supercoach profile. Where's I gotta go back. Profile games. So you got 28 touches. Yeah, 7 clangers, that'll do it for you. So it looked like he was on his way to a handy score. Obviously, he'll get better as the year goes on. Wouldn't have any concerns with him if you're looking to trade him out. Holmes ended up getting the 91 in the end. Had an amazing second half. He was not going very good till the half time. Had an amazing second half. Roberts just dominating like he has been. He's one to keep watching. He's got a break even of 57. He's got a break even of 57, and he's going well. So he'll keep on going. Gets to the end of the year. If Mills comes back, we'll be able to hopefully sideways trade into a premium. But right now, he's going very good. DeConning didn't look as good. Obviously, with Stewart going down, maybe had to play back a bit more. But with Stewart back in this week, I think no concerns with DeConning. You let it roll. Like, we have a look at the CBAs. He's still got a fair amount of CBAs. Yeah, he got 69%. So Blitzar's played a bit more CBAs with no Stewart. O'Sullivan looked really good. Can't remember what he had in the end. We'll have a quick look. Connor O'Sullivan. Games. So he ended up having 15 touches, 7 marks, 3 tackles, 4 inside 50s. Looked pretty good. So he's got a nice handy break even now, I think. About minus 50 odd, yeah. Minus 53. So he can hopefully make us some cash as a good defensive rookie. Trainer in the 20s. So he's got a break even of minus 10, but you got to let it ride with him. But that 24 is not amazing for his cash gen and on the field. It's a bit of a liability on the field. We'll be working on that soon. Then we had Zach Reed, who was on about 10 or 11 within the first couple minutes, and then he got absolutely dominated. Got given a bath by Phil Thorpe and Fogarty. He did not look good at all. I don't know if he'll be in his best 22 when everyone's back, but he's in there again for now. See how he goes tonight. It's break even minus 14. I think against that Port lineup, he should do a bit better. They haven't got the abundance of tools. Hornfront's down the ball as well. That's good. They've got just Georgiadis really and Solder as their main tools. So you'd think Mackay would go to one and either him or Ridley would go. So hopefully he can have a bit better of a role tonight. And then Leak, as we mentioned, got dropped. I think there's no point. The only way I'd get rid of Leak is if you're going to go to Bice next week. So where's Riley Bice? He's probably one of the defensive rookies that has looked really good. Has looked like they could be a good option. So he's scored 96, break even of minus 84, and obviously didn't play that round 1, so his price right isn't until next week. So yeah, he got 14 touches, 4 tackles, did well. So he'll be definitely one to bring next week. He's in my plans next week. I just got to work out who I want to get rid of him for. So at this point, it'll probably be Leak now. So Sarong didn't do too bad. Did cop a heavy James Jordan tag, but a 99, and that's always nice. He'll just hopefully keep on fighting and hope I can get to see a big score out of him from the next coming weeks. Will Day, he's looking like a bit of a concern now. So he's still getting those minutes in the midfield. Like, he's been up from opening round when he had his best game. It's just he's been copping that hard tag now. So we go have a look at his stats. Since that round 1 game, like, he didn't have many touches last week. He had the touches, just had 7 clangers, which really doesn't help. But he hasn't looked terrible. It's just copped a tag, and that's what happens. And he's got a Bedford tag this week, which is even worse. So I could see if you want to trade off him, I gotta let it ride because like I said before, I got bigger things to do. But he could be one I'm looking to trade out in the next couple of weeks. So Clayton Oliver did look very nice. 130, exactly what we wanted from him. He's looking like that pick we thought he would be. Break in at 31, he'll rise a lot, and there's not much to say about him. Ashcroft had a good score on the weekends, good to see. I backed him in, and he's had a bit shaky the first game. He's getting better, so he's 4th in their CBAs. Let's have a look at his stats. Brisbane, Will Ashcroft. Yeah, so 24 touches, 7 marks. Had a bit of a game. He's getting the clearances. I saw a clip of him. I think it might have been 7 footy show of him feeding himself touches. That was pretty funny. But if that's what he's got to do to get these good scores, and that's what he's got to do. Now, Peatling is one I'm going to trade off. Got the break of 84. I backed him in. And I can't really see what's wrong with him. I just don't really know. He's getting the centre bounces. He's not in the main group, but he's getting a fair few. I just think he's not good in the blowouts. He's a good player in the close games, but that's not going to do it. I think he was the 3rd lowest for the Crows on the weekend. And with the potential for cash to be made and things to do, he's the one that's got to go. So he only got 13 touches, 3 tackles, 4 clangers. Like, it wasn't a good game, so he's got to go. Caleb Daniel looking very nice off that halfback role. Got a super low break even, exactly what we expected from him. Sardis bounced back nicely, got some nice centre bounces. We'll be out for 2 weeks, but with that break even at -21, you can let it ride. Then I had Hall on the field, who only got a 33, did not do much at all. But it was risky, and yeah, it didn't really pay off. Callahan sitting on the bench. He'll obviously be back in this week, so we'll might as well do that now. And Draper does look good when he comes on, but with that sub, he's got to go now as well. Gave him a second chance, hoping he'd play, but didn't. And then Camporelli now out. So, looking at my team, like, there's a couple that aren't playing, which is not good for week 3. People not really playing. DeConning looked very good again. I think he had that one goal that it didn't get paid. He was off the ground a bit, but he was well on his way to another good score. So he's been everything you can want. Like, got the break here 55. He'll go up a lot. Yeah, so did get less touches, more hit outs. He's just an amazing pick, and if you don't have him, then you're really missing out. Matt Flynn, obviously, it was absolute carnage with him, as was my whole week this week. Matt Flynn goes out. He's named as the starting ruck, goes out of the team completely, and I'm trying to work out what to do. He just ruined. It was the start of a bad week. And yes, if he somehow plays this week, I'm keeping him this week anyway. If he plays, it's good. If not, it will go next week. You might be interested in seeing what I'm keeping him this week, but I'll show you everything after. Hopefully Boy can get back in that team. I doubt it. Now the forward line, which was absolute carnage apart from one or two players. So Horne-Francis, it's a blowout game. Like, you got to get amongst the action when you're playing Richmond. Everyone from Port is here twice for some reason, but he got like a fair amount of CBAs. He just could not do anything with it. Jason Horne-Francis, mate, you're playing Richmond. This should be an absolute domination. Yet you're handing out 5 frees against, a 50-metre penalty against you, 17 touches. You got to do better. It's just disgraceful what he put out there. And you do got to hold him. He's going to be a top 6 forward by the end, I still think. So you got to stick with him, but it's been a frustrating ride so far. Rankin looked very nice, kicked that very good goal. Got subbed out in the third quarter, 97, well on his way to a 130, but very good from him. No concerns with him. Nor Jack McRae. What a beast he is. Dominating that Saints midfield. He's getting plenty of game time in that midfield, as you can see there. And he just continues to dominate and dominate and dominate. He's had 69 touches in 2 games. Like, he gets 35 touches, 8 marks, 10 tackles, 9 clearances, 7 inside 50s. It's a complete domination. I think he's a very good captain option now for the next couple of weeks. And against Richmond, if old Tommy DeConning doesn't go well against Timmy English, he's definitely who I'll put the captain on. Bailey Smith as well, pulls out late. Saw an article about it from, I think it was Mitch Cleary. Didn't really want to believe it, and then happened. Unfortunately, I had Kako as a sub, as the emergency of a Davidson. But yeah, we'll talk about Kako and Davidson first before we get into these 2 others. Like, Davidson played well, looked like what we saw from the pre-season, and if he can deliver that or close to that each week, I'll be very happy. And Kako, mate, it's not even bad. That small forward rolls hard in a blowout, and the ball's not getting down there. It's hard, but you would have liked a little bit better than that. A break even -12. He's going to make cash, but if the other forward options do arrive, you could potentially trade him. And then these 2 guys right here, Riley Sanders and Hugo Garcia. Riley Sanders, mate, I don't know what they're teaching you down at the Bulldogs, but you know you can kick the ball. It's just frustrating to see. He got a lot less midfield time, but it would be okay if he could still score decently. He just can't get his boot on it. He got 3 kicks. On the year, he's had 31 touches throughout both games, had 11 kicks. He's just got to kick the ball. It's frustrating. Like, if he can't go well this week against Carlton, he's got to go, unfortunately. Garcia, he will go. Got the 25. Once he came on, I'm pretty sure he did get some midfield time. Yeah, he came on and got midfield time, but I can't believe he was the starting sub. I did not think it was going to happen. If I could have, I would have got rid of him if I'd known he was starting sub, but it is what it is. And then Layla, in a blowout, couldn't really do much. Break even on 1, you got to keep him. Now we'll just go through my trades heading into this week. So, I like the backline where it's at. Bice will come in next week. So, I'll go through this week. I'll show you what I'm going to do next week. So, I got the boost on. Peatling's got to go. Draper's got to go. And Garcia are all going to go. So, I think it's pretty straightforward here in terms of what I'm going to do. So, Max Hall's going to come the forward line. I'm just going to have to field Davidson, which is okay for now. Like, I don't mind it. And then into the side is going to be O'Driscoll, Lindsay. He played that wing role last week. Played good, O'Driscoll. I back him in again, even when Hayden Young returns. Lindsay looks amazing. And then Henderson, for his price, is going to be good. So that's just pretty simple. 3, just getting some good rookies in. And hopefully help the cash gen of the team. So I might even go, Caleb Daniel in and have him play and rather have Henderson in the team over Hall, which is what I think I'm going to do. Something like this. And you may notice I've kept Flynn there, so I'll show you what I'm going to do with him. So that would leave me with 380k next week. And that would be enough to bring in the X-Men, Tristan Cherry. I think I got to get him. He's the best Supercoach ruckman, best ruckman in the comp, easy. So if I'm going to anyone else, it feels like a wasted trade. So if I can go to him next week, so I worked it out for about 390k. And then from there, depending on what happens, Reed and Trainer both go up. So I was going to go down to Riley Bice, who's at the 113 mark. And that can be some pretty simple trades. Just some people. Well, look here, the most traded in. So Dale and Fraser, both great options. I think Fraser looked very good. I wish I could get him in. I would like to get him in at some point in the next couple of rounds, but I just don't think it's going to happen. We got Sanders, who still looks like he could go. Horn Francis, potentially. Will Day. Yeah, Rosie looks good. Zorko. And just a couple of the rookies. So you got Ashcroft. Where's he? Ashcroft. So Levi Ashcroft got the minus 52 break even. Has looked good. Still probably some concerns with him. But if you want to get him, you can. I just don't think he's an essential rookie to get. And then you got Mitch Nevitt, who did find his way a bit out of the midfield last week as the game progressed on. But he's got that nice break even. So it's up to you if you want to get him. And just have a look for a minute. See if there's any forward line options. So Bice is the main backline option. You got to get him in. We'll just have a look by. We'll go average. Closely played just the one game. Could be okay. Robert Hansen. Don't really. He's not really someone you should be looking to get in. Not really anyone. Maybe Corey Warner when he gets back. I already have Davidson. You got Stone. Stone could be good, I reckon. If you do need a forward option. Pal Pepper got a handy score on the weekend, but still don't think he's a great option. So yeah, it's not looking amazing. And in terms of the backliners, that nice price, you've just got Bice. Miller, he's expensive, same with Sin, but they could end up being okay. And then Pry is probably your next best bet at that price. But yeah, that's pretty much going to cap it off there. So that's what's happened. I'll show you me ranking. Absolutely abysmal week. 75,000 is my worst for 3-4 years by about 40,000. Like, I've never been this low, but you know what they say. The greatest downfalls make for the greatest comebacks. So hopefully get a better week this week, and we'll keep pushing, and we'll get back up we'll get back in the standings, hopefully back into the top 50, 40,000, then we keep working back up from there. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on another video, and hopefully I can post 2 videos next week. Catch you, bye.